Okay, so before we start lesson 4, which is going to be on inverse functions, I want to make sure you guys have had a chance to work on letters A through D for the group warm-up, where you're asked to solve for y for each of the following equations. So if you haven't done so already, why don't you take the time now to pause the video and finish up your answers for these 4 problems. Otherwise, if you keep listening, we're going to go through right now and check your answers to A through D. In letter A, they're asking us to solve for y, which means y needs to be by itself on the left-hand side where it's given. So if we want to leave y all by itself, we're going to move the 3. And since it's 3 times y, we're going to divide both sides by 3. So we get y is equal to 6x over 3. And we can go through, since 6 is on top and 3 is on bottom, we know that these can divide into 2. So we can cancel this out and we get y equals 2x for answer to letter A. Letter B, we want to solve for y all by itself. It's attached to 2, so we have to move it, which means we have to divide both sides by 2. When we do that, we get y is equal to 4x plus 2 all over 2. I can separate these two together, or separate these two from each other. So I get y is equal to 4x over 2 plus 2 over 2. And since we can divide or simplify both of these terms, y is equal to, well, 2 goes into 4 2 times, so I get 2x. 2 goes into 2 1 whole time, so I get 1. So I get y is equal to 2x plus 1 for letter B. Letter C, I want to get y all by itself. Since I have to move the entire 3x, so I'm not trying to separate, just like I was in letter A, I was trying to separate the 3 from the y, so I'm not going to divide because I have to move the whole 3x. It's a positive 3x, so I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So I get y is equal to 6 minus 3x. If I wanted to, because both of them have a 2 that can get pulled out, I could actually go through and simplify this as 2, pull the 2 out. If I pull the 2 out of the 6, I have 3 left over. Oh, I'm sorry, not 2, 3. 3 is what's in common with both of them. If I wanted to, I can pull the 3 out of the 6, which gives me 2 left over. If I pull the 3 out of the minus 3x, I get 1 left over. So I can write my answer as y is equal to 3 times quantity of 2 minus x. I also could have gotten 3 times the quantity of negative x plus 2. Those two mean the same thing, so it really doesn't matter which 2 you got for your answer. Lastly, in letter D, I still want to solve for y. To do this, my y is on the right-hand side all by itself with the 4, so I'm separating the 4 and the y, so I'm going to divide both sides by 4. If I do that, if I rewrite it or flip it, I get y is equal to 3x plus 8 all over 4. If I separate these two terms, I get 3x over 4 plus 8 over 4. 3 and 4 on the left don't quite fully simplify, so I can leave this as 3x over 4 plus, but 4 goes into 8 2 whole times. So I can get y is equal to 3/4 x plus 2 as my answer for letter D.